Hello and welcome to another episode of Noise Pollution. Great to be alive. Great to be here. It is 20 to 5 almost. What's the date? Oh, the 6th of March. Monday. Playing footy later, but we've got the last remnants. Let me get rid of the curtains. The last remnants of... the word vibes are flashing. Good news. The last remnants of a log on. It's not really a rager at the moment. Let's see if we can zoom in on some embers. Oh, it's gone a bit mad there. What have I been up to? How I live most recently. I had to transport some cream. I'm a creamy guy. I have cream in my coffee, so I had to transport some cream. Listen to I sound pretty goosed in this.
Who transports the cream, but I don't want to put it in my bag.
Didn't want to put it in my bag, so let's see how I got on.
Get back in! Shush, this looks nice. Ooh.
There's here's the cream sitch. So I did get a little bit creamed a little bit on the way home.
Like creamage, but...
Ooh. Look at these roasties. Wonderful roasty. Thank you so much, Henny. I forgot to say, I'm so jazzed by this. You get the gist. As me cleaning the cream, I thought I'd left. Basically, what I do is I pause the video in my camera. It lets me do it, so I thought I'd paused it. So this is actually back behind the scenes. I thought I'd paused it. Extra. I have this thing where I'm obsessed with the viscosity of the gravy. So I actually say it twice. I say "oh" in the video, and then where do I say it? Bit gauzy there. Look at that.
I'm excited to find out about the viscosity of the gravy.
I love the gravy. Thanks again, Hanny. What a wonderful meal. Cheers. Gravification there. I understand the gravity of the situation. Great. Connie's great too.
Connie, wait.
She does. Look at how intense her waiting face is. Ooh, waiting for the treat. I'm so excited by the idea of eating a treat. She's great.
So we've got three options about what we're going to watch. We've got nice ice cream. This one, Stutz.
Nice cream.
With Jonah Hill. Let's try that. What's the other option?
It was the this guy who's got a bit of a weird face, and it was the Wu-Tan thing, which we might check out. Look at that home rager in the background. Lovely. So we ended up watching the Stutz thing. I like Jonah Hill.
So I thought we would just film one session in one day and cover some of your tools that have been most helpful for me in my life.
I think that's good.
I like tools.
Do it in a way.
I too like tools, Bobby from the past. So it got me thinking. Sort of what I'm doing noise pollution for, and I believe, if I can, it's to enhance. Sort of, what's it called? It's to enhance. Oh, I've lost my bloody thing here. Cognitive load. Is that the one? That's the one. So it's important to have good levels of cognitive load in order to maintain optimal brain health. So cognitive load is pushing yourself to do something and having your brain be working at sort of, high levels of brain activity to get it going. So I've got this little video on cognitive load here. Just about to...
Extraneous load, we can leave more room in working memory, thereby increasing retention. Richard Mayer developed several load-reducing techniques for presenting information that are simple to understand and easily implemented. Most of these techniques were developed for multimedia presentations like PowerPoint, but apply equally to print materials. Let's take a look at 5 of those principles. First is coherence.
I like coherence. I like incoherence.
Delete extraneous words and graphics and sounds. When sounds or images that are interesting yet not essential are introduced, they increase cognitive load. Some examples of this might be transition sounds or background music during the
Eliminate things that don't need to be there.
Presentation of material to be learned. Next is signaling. When providing written text, you can highlight what it is most important for the learner to know.
Wow. So I didn't sort of look at this before we did, but it seemed.
Then we have redundancy, which is related to coherence. People learn best from graphics and narration than graphics, narration, and on-screen text. Don't put huge blocks of text on a PowerPoint slide and then read it.
So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to finesse the presentation of noise pollution. I'm trying to maintain a decent level of cognitive load. But then I'm also practicing ways to ameliorate and reduce cognitive load too. So things like becoming addicted to meditation. Hi. Licking the balloon of meditation. I like it. Oh, let's shrink my head. I've shrunk my head. I like it. I come up with good ideas. You're not supposed to think when you're meditating. Well, I do. I have a nice time as well. Come up with loads of ideas. One thing I do enjoy about meditation is I don't think there's been many instances of post-meditated murder. You know, I don't really tend to emerge wanting to meditate, although I was kind of thinking about this and kind of meditation sort of is, I sort of am meditating myself, my ego. Oh, there's my head there as well. Hey, little Rob. That's nice. So yeah, it's good to be able to meditate as well. That massively reduces, so you have this huge dynamic range of brain activity from essentially zero to wow, I'm doing a podcast and trying to come up with stuff. Last year I was having a nice. I've already done 8 minutes. Bloody hell! Last year I was doing this detox, where I do the first 23 days of the month, and that's linked to the Toxteth Day of the Dead, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow. 23 days, first 23 days of detox, and then the last remaining days of the month. So I did that in November, December, and January. And then since then, I've been struggling. But I think sometimes the retox adds a certain amount of cognitive stress. So in a way, that's like you're basically having a bit of you're boosting your load there in a different way. But what I was gonna say, is what I did was I massively jinxed myself, and it was like a commentator's curse sort of scenario where I was talking about it too much. Basically. So I got me thinking, what is a jinx? So I was researching what jinx is, and it is, it's here. It's a wry-neck bird used in witchcraft and divination. I was like, whoa, that got me thinking. That's a bit weird. So I researched the wry-neck bird, and this is what this is. Look at this. It turns itself into a snaky bird. Look at it. Hello. This is a jinx. A wry neck. Oh, it's got a wry neck. But for some reason, the mystical people attach themselves to this. It's like self-defense. Oh, look at it! It's got a right funky neck. Part of the woodpecker family. They don't actually peck wood. They nest in holes. Bless them, like a snaky bird. Look at it. Hello. That's a jinx. The modern word jinx comes from this bird's historical name, addition to scientific name. I'm jinxing myself massively here, aren't I? Anyway, got me thinking about that. But then, there's the other aspect of the jinx paradigm, which is commentator's curse. So I just put in, I've done 10 minutes already, so I'm being a very naughty boy. But you know what? Being naughty, that is my forte. Let me pull this back up. Oh. So, this should be on to Commentator's Curse. Oh, it is. It's on Commentator's Curse now. Great. Sorry. Wow. Massively over. This is an example of Commentator's Curse happening in real time. Shane Warne and some geezer. Commentator's Curse.
Oh, you see, little fumble and Warner because of the speedy...
Not a huge cricket fan, but it's interesting to see it unfolding.
Ran the first one, had set up the second. He moves to 97. Never been out in the 90s.
Mark, sorry. What did
Ooh. Big Commentator's Curse there, big jinx.
you just say then? Did you say he's never been out in the
In a
90s?
test match, he's never been out in the 90s.
I know. Never been out of the 90s. Why did you have
Flats,
to
how
bring
many
that
Wow,
times you had in the 90s?
no. He's never been out in the 90s.
He's gone! He's gone! Unbelievable! 97. Bounce and a perfect line
He's never gone in the 90s.
from Dale Steyn.
You said it. I'm not going to say anything about detox, retox again. I'm just going to do my best to have, they're called sober fives. So I give myself a sober five. Love you. Bye-bye.